Preparing live stream.
Okay, give me one. We live?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Great Wednesday night coming to you live from Southeast Staking Coffee and Crypto, having a late night talk about some exciting news in the industry today. We have a historic day. We topped $1 trillion today. Once again, I'm Dwight Witherow coming from Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Willie Fells from Palatka, Florida. You know what I'm saying? There's I guess some country, and he's crypto. How's it going today?
Country and crypto.
That's it.
Let me see. I get this. Let's see. So crazy day today in the crypto space. Man, it is still just building and building and building. It's crazy to watch how things go. I just kind of been just going crazy and growing like crazy. Almost a little nerve-wracking almost.
Man, it's been going strong today. It has definitely been going strong. Obviously, historic moment. So very exciting time to reach that $1 trillion market cap, and the Bitcoin dominance not been extremely high as I thought it would be currently right now.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. And we'll get into this exciting day and a monumental moment actually too in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space, hitting $1 trillion market cap, and we'll get right into that too and what we think, why we kind of went forward. A new all-time high today, a lot to talk about, man. Well, get plugged in, get comfortable, sit with us for a while. Well, and we're gonna these two country boys gonna talk a little crypto. But before we're gonna give you our disclaimer. All right, here's our disclaimer. Number one, we are not financial advisors to be giving financial advice. Number two, we are not Bitcoin or crypto experts. We just regular guys, country boys that share our enthusiasm and our excitement about this space. And most of the time, we're reading the articles for the first time as well, and just giving you our opinion and our thoughts. It is not to be taken as the Bible. Number 3, education is the key. Get educated, spend the time, research what it is that you want to learn. Education is the key. Education minimizes losses. Number 4, get a return on your investment as quick as possible. Because I definitely don't want to be considered a crypto or Bitcoin expert. I don't know. Mike joining us tonight. What's up, Mike?
Oh, sitting here trying to get some stuff done. I said, let me see what my fellows are up to.
Man, we're talking about this $1 trillion. We're going to talk about this $1 trillion market cap. And we're going to talk about a lot about our favorite coin, Cardano, and get this thing rolling. All right.
Man, so that thing's gone crazy since the holidays. It's like I came back out of Christmas vacation and it's hit 33 cents.
Yeah. And I tell you what, if you take a weekend off in the crypto space, because it never sleeps, it feels like you're behind when you come back on Monday. You really have to stay on top of everything if you want to in this space, because things move fast. There's no other space like it. And I thought about this too as I was thinking about crypto and the amount of gains that people are grabbing right now. I mean, even for some of these stuff, because we've been buying Cardano at 10, 11, 12, 13 cents. Now it's basically doubled or doubled and a half of what we bought it at. Some of us bought it at. And think about some of the gains that some of the bigger players have and gains that we have. But in a traditional market, you don't have access to this type of gains unless the guy with the 50,000 already, the 100,000 jumped in the stack, or millions. You don't get to play the same game that they playing. Even if you create your Go Market account, your Robinhood account that you're trading $500 on, or $300, you're not going to see the same type of gains. Am I right?
You're absolutely correct. Like we said before, we said it 1,001 times. The big boys, they can negotiate the rate that they got. The small guys like us, small people can't. So that's what we said. One thing we love about the crypto space is if everybody gets 10%, we're all getting 10%. It's just not benefiting just the top people or the echelon of one company. So that's one thing I love about it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's jump right into it. Today's market cap and momentum, and we're doing a lot to document this $1 trillion. $1 trillion and 18 billion. Am I saying that right? 1 trillion and 8. How do you even say that? Oh, I told you I'm just a country boy. Okay, so it would normally be 18 billion. So 1 trillion, 18, billion, $576,930,000. Is that how you say that?
A lot. That's how you say it.
There you go. See, that's how country boys do it. It's a lot. That's how. There you go. Plain and simple. Bitcoin dominance at 67.5%, which is down from our normal, for where it's been at. It's going down, which that is the signals of the bull market. And so let me share with you guys. Now, we've hit one part of what a true bull market is, in which the market cap's high. But the other part of a true bull market is when that Bitcoin dominance gets anywhere below 50%. Now the altcoins is moving along with it, or they're moving back and forth. Bitcoin takes a little run, altcoins run. They take weeks where they're running back and forth, but that dominance begins to be lower. If you go back to the 2017 run, the Bitcoin dominance at the height had gotten all the way down to 30%. 30%. Now, can you imagine where this is going to go when that Bitcoin dominance gets to 30%? Man, you're going to look at some of these coins that's going to be out. These altcoins are going to be high. But you're still here. If you're just getting here, guys, you're here early. Bitcoin price, another new all-time high. No, that's not actually, because it did hit an all-time high today, but it hit 37,000. It's over 37,000. It's the new all-time high.
Man,
right?
What time it hit 37,000, man? Because I was driving. So when did it hit 37? obviously, what time was
Hey,
it?
time out. When did it cross 30? Because I've been like out of action for like a week.
Right, you've been in a tree. You've been in a tree stand, but
I've been in a tree stand hunting for the last week.
look
I don't have cell phone service to keep up with this stuff in the tree stand.
Oh, whoa! It's at 37 now. As I clicked over, look.
Oh, there we go.
It's at 37, but it hit 37 earlier today.
Man, it hit
Oh, my goodness.
37,384 according to Coinbase today.
Yes, yes. All right. So about 2 hours ago, it hit an all-time high again, 37,313. You guys got to keep up, man.
37,384, man.
Oh, y'all guys got to keep up, man.
Hey, Willie, you got to like text me updates or something when I'm on vacation.
Okay, yes, sir. Now, when did it hit 30,000? He wants to know. And I recall, I think it hit 30,000 last week. I think it was.
It was last week sometime.
Friday, last Friday, I think it was. Let me look at the 7-day chart. I think it was. Here we go. Yep, last Friday. Yep, I was right. Last Friday, it hit 30,000 last Friday, which was a big day. And man, I mean, look at this, man. It is crazy. And I thought it would bounce back because we did a live Saturday night, and we talked about it. I thought we'll get up to 39 before we bounce back, but we hit right here about 33, 30. I mean, we hit about 34, almost 35, and it bounced and went down. Now, you see here, you hit what they call a double bottom, but I mean, it's not even really a true bottom because it didn't hit the same length. I guess you can't necessarily call that double bottom, but then, I mean, the bounce back was just to show that the power of where we're going. I mean, but look at this dip it took. I mean, it didn't even stay there long. It dropped to 29, 27. I remember we talked about that, and it jumped right back up. I mean, these institutions and the people that's buying Bitcoin, they're buying it up fast. They don't even care what the price is.
They're buying that rat poison.
Yeah, according to Warren Buffett, the rat poison. Did y'all know that news come out today? As Jamie Dixon was calling, this a tulip and fake, and it wouldn't last. They found out, it has been documented and found out that JP Morgan has been trading Bitcoin since 2013.
Are you kidding me? Oh,
yes.
Hey, but that goes with what we always say, and the saying is, what is it? Watch what they do, not what they say. Not what they say. Talking a good game.
I mean, in 2017, remember he stood there on TV and said he'd fire anyone in his company that was buying Bitcoin. That if he heard it that they were trading, they would be fired on the spot. Now articles are coming out that they have been trading since 2013.
Shame on Jamie.
Oh my God.
Jamie just an overall crook. Every time we turn out.
They put their trust in him. We put so much trust in them, don't we? All right, let's get back to our market cap. It's really just a great day, guys. I mean, a great day to be in the space, a great time to be a part of what's going on. Ethereum, 1,204. Ethereum's only about $200 off its all-time high. It's climbing fast, 0.1% in the last hour, 60% up in the last 7 days. Litecoin, $170, 8.1% up, 32%. Cardano is just showing out. I mean, literally showing out. 33 cents, up 26% in the last 7 days. 24 hours. 84% in the last 7 days. I mean, look, and if you look at the top 10, Cardano is just showing out. 84% in the last 7 days. I mean, that is just bananas. So if you would have invested your stimulus check, say 8 days ago,
I mean, it's hard to believe. It's hard to believe.
4%.
No.
Another stimulus check.
I mean, it's just hard to believe on October the 21st that Litecoin was sitting at $40. And we're looking at 170 today.
Yeah. He bought you a bunch of it. Then you should go back and buy you a bunch of it now.
Man, $40. God.
What's up, Zach? How you doing, Zach? Thank you for joining us again. But what was Cardona in October? Let's look at Cardona. What was it? Well, this is what we like to do. Hey, let's go into dream mode. Let's go into dream mode. Pull your calculator out.
On October the 21st, it was 10 cents. It actually dipped below 10 cents, around about the 7 cent mark.
I think, and me and Mike was talking about it briefly too. And Mike was like, "Hey, it just went up to 10 cents. I better get me some." We were talking about Cardona and what it was. Believe it or not, guys, I've been messing with Cardona since it was 1 or 2 cents or 0.1 cent back here. I mean, I've been what is all-time low. I was buying Cardona during that time as well.
Really?
But yeah.
Don't remind me. I'm kicking myself in the butt right now. This is 3 times my money I could have had on everything. I bought into Cardona. It was right at 11 cents. Now it's at 34, give or take a penny.
Hey, Mike, Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Willie's still kicking himself in the butt about something I won't bring up, but I know he's kicking it real good right about now. What is it? 37,000.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, so pull up your calculator.
I'm kicking myself like Oklahoma kicked the Gators there, Dwight.
Oh, man.
Pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad right there. Hey, but they have all their team. Okay, we won't bring that up. They have all their team. Hey, guys, on our crypto talk, it may go anywhere. So we just country boys talking about crypto. It's Southeast Staking, baby. Hey, so
all right, calculator's up, man.
Let's bring the calculator out. So
calculator's out.
Say one of these crazy country boys had $2,000 his grandma left him. And in October, he saw it at 9 cents, and he decided, I'm going to get $2,000 and buy some Cardona. How much Cardona would he gotten at that time?
Well, I've done that wrong here, but hey, let me get you straight there.
So he got $2,000 at 9 cents. No,
I done it wrong. No, I done it wrong. That's what I said. I done it wrong.
Yeah.
So
$2,000 he would have spent on Cardona at 9 cents.
There you go, baby. 22,000 Cardona.
Whoa. $22,000. And guys, we're in dream mode. This is what we call dream mode, because you got to dream. You got to see what
dream mode.
Dream mode. $22,000.
22,000 ADA coins. All right.
Now, if he had those 22,000 ADA coins today, he would have saved them to now.
What is it? 37 cents? What we at?
What is it at? Let me look.
Oh man, you let me down, man. You're supposed to know this right now. It's at 34 cents.
34 cents. 34 cents.
You ready for it?
Drum roll.
Oh. You were at 2 times. You know, obviously you put in 2. Now you're at $7,500.
That boy can go hunt with that right there, Caden.
Man, you know that won't last me a weekend hunting all kinds of toys. Shit, man, I might stop by the pro shop and get a couple of scopes or something.
You'll be buying more than some scopes, but
so it ain't no damn ammo on the shelf for me to buy, so I have to buy a scope.
So he would have made 3 times his money already. That's the kind of gains you can do in the crypto space that you're not excluded from, as sometimes that happens in the traditional market. This is why we believe that this space here is going to make more people more money than any moment in history, where more people are going to be able to make moment. Man, that's crazy. Let's go even further. What if you would have what if you got $5,000 and you would have put it in Cardona in October at 9 cents? How about let's do this? Let's go back to when $5,000 when it was 2 cents back in Okay, 55,000.
That's been 55,000 at 9 cents, and we
34 cents.
18,000, almost $19,000.
Hey, Willie, one thing you need to mention there, it's not just that. It's just the whole time you're invested, every 5 days, you're going to get 5% on your money staking it because it's proof of stake.
Yeah.
So you're getting 5% more Cardano every year on what you got.
Hey, that's more the crooks of America is giving out, right?
Look at your savings account and tell me what it gets with the bank.
Yeah, that make everybody laugh.
I guarantee you it's not even 0.5%.
I looked it up the other day. It was 0.02 or 3, something like that.
Yeah. So if you stake with SES, you're going to get 5% on your return on ADA every year.
18,000.
18,000, man, right at 19,000, man. You might as well round it up, say 19,000. You're looking at 18,888.
Why did I take profit on some of mine in August? Oh my gosh!
I got speculations. Boy, I think you probably heard of. I think you probably looked up, seen some Bank of America TV commercial, and you thought, well, hell, let me move it. I guarantee you.
Yeah, Bank of America was giving you 1% interest on your money, so you said, let me move it.
Yeah, I definitely didn't do that.
Hey, Willie, now, the banks want you to wear a mask in their shit. We can get it back.
We definitely. I don't know. Hey, I'm not messing with you on that one. I told you guys. Country and crypto, you never know what we're going to talk about.
Yeah, now, careful. The FBI may be watching this channel.
No, they're too busy watching it right now. Shit.
They got enough stuff going on in the Capitol right now.
That's it right now. So, close to clear, Willie. You go ahead and do your deed. I'll watch out, man.
Oh, man. I'm just set up. The car's gone. Yeah, oh my God, the car's gone, huh? Now, check this out, guys. But it's still not too late. You could still get to this. I mean, you could still get to 20,000 coins or 50,000 coins. And what you want to try to do is get there before. Yeah, in my opinion, I would buy Cardano all the way up to $1 in this bull market. And I'd say that conservatively, but because I believe it's going to hit $2 or $3. And I do believe that it's going to be a long run for this one. So this could be powerful.
Absolutely. I mean, it's some of the coins we looked at. I definitely believe in back that statement 100% with where it's going up to $1. Matter of fact, I feel confident enough to say that I will probably actually go higher than that because we know where the Cardano and ADA and Guggen is going. And we know what we've seen other coins have been above $1 and what they've done. So right now it's definitely a buying time at 34 cents. It's not as good as it was at 5, 6, and 8 cents, but 33 cents better than $1. So it's never too late to get in. And right now you're looking at $3, $4 sale. So just get in, get your $3, $4. So just think of it that way.
And Charles Hoskinson said, and he's hit every goal he's set so far. He wants 1 billion users by 2025. With only 45 billion ADA in circulation, that means 45 ADA per user, which is not going to happen for the $1. You're talking by 2025, man. I'm thinking $100 a pop, give or take. But
wow.
Do you believe in Charles? He's hit every other goal he set.
I do, and that's what's one of the things that attracted me to the Cardano and the Cardano family. And who he's speaking of for our newbies on here is he's talking about Charles Hoskins. Charles Hoskins is the founder, one of the founders of Cardano, and CEO of IOHK, which is the subsidiary company of Cardano. Cardano is a decentralized cryptocurrency. We're about at 68% decentralized. Will be fully decentralized by March, 100% decentralized What does that mean to be decentralized? That means that there is not a central entity or controlling in one single controlling government entity or overface or overhead or dictator, whatever, that dictates or controls the currency or Cardano, much like Bitcoin and Ethereum. There is a multitude of people or moving parts that governs. The people kind of govern. And it activates on true supply and demand. It is not someone that's setting any interest rate on it. There's no one that says, okay, we're going to decide we're going to print more. No, you can't print anymore. There's nobody going to be able to change it. Oh, we want to give the people more Cardano. We're going to airdrop another billion like some of these other ones. No, you can't airdrop any more Cardano. So
damn, you hurt my feelings on that one right there. I was looking forward to the next damn stimulus check. Yeah.
Hey, that was an airdrop too. I don't know why people won't face it. That was digital currency. That airdrop digital currency they did. That was a nice one. But that's what he means by that's what I mean by decentralized currency. But Charles Hoskins, look him up. He's got his own YouTube channel. Follow him on Twitter. Smart young man. He's been compared to some really bright minds. And when you hear him speak, I mean, it feels like, you know, a Steve Jobs type mentality. And when I first heard him speak in 2018 and I read the white paper on Cardano, I was hooked. I was hooked, man. So I was wanting to look at the top performers of the last 24 hours. Status, SNT, 97% in the last 24 hours. Man, if you jumped on that, boy, you made some. Nano, Stellar. I know some of y'all got a bag of Stellar, 69% in the last 24 hours. Maker, Dow is over, Maker is over $1,000. Man, remember when Maker was $200?
Yeah, do you remember when Maker was like $40? We looked at the next day, it was $75.
Yes.
It went from 40 to 75, and then it popped up in that week to 200. And then it went to the next pit stop, I think it was around 5. And it hovered around 5. Look at it now.
I try not to stretch myself too thin. I'm not one of those guys that, you know, I like to kind of put my flag somewhere. But I really love Maker. I love what their goal is. I love what they're doing in that space. I love how they're doing things. If you can think of lending.com, it's like that in the crypto space. I mean, they're doing some really big things in Maker, really strong in the DeFi. I'm really a fan, but I just haven't been able to because I'm one of them ones I like to count. I don't like to stretch myself so thin, and I was gonna invest in Maker, get me a bag, but I didn't. Kyber Network in there, another DeFi, Band Protocol, and then you got Cardano. But look at all these coins in double digits the last 24 hours. And guys, for you guys that's listening, and this is not financial advice, and we're not giving financial advice. We are not financial advisors, but we're not even in a bull market yet. We're not fully in the bull market. One of the keys that I said and I talked about is this thing right here, Bitcoin dominance. For us to be in a full bull market or altcoin season, that has to be below 50%, 55% or lower, that Bitcoin dominance. Because if we're in a bull market or a bull market, that means that everything is rising. That means that everything is going the right way. Well, if Bitcoin is the only one rising, that's not a full bull market. That's a Bitcoin bull market. So if it's an altcoin market, it's an altcoin bull market. And we saw that in 2017 when Bitcoin hit 20,000 and shot back down to 14. Went to 20,000, then it leveled off and went back down. As it was going the other way, the altcoins, hey, I'm a country boy. The altcoins started to rise, and Ethereum and others made their run. So then that's when altcoin season began to hit. So guys, it's still at the beginning of this thing, in my opinion. And I don't claim to be any crypto expert, Bitcoin expert. I'm just speaking from experience. You know, I've been a part of this. I've been a part of this is my second cycle being a part of, and it's fantastic to get here and see this because we've been, to be honest, we've been in a bear market for 2 years, man. What, 17? Yeah, it's two and a half years, and it was just. I remember in 2018, guys, and I'll be honest with you. In 2018, when we started that bear market, I was wore out because of all I did in 2017 to get to that. You know, I was wore out. Michelle could probably attest to it. there was a time I took some time off. I was like, man, I don't even want to hear nothing about any crypto. Because we were in a true, but we was going towards a true bear market. And we knew it was going to be to the next halving. And so we knew it was going to be 2 years, and it wasn't like this one. Now, this one's a little different. That one only lasted 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
it hit in November. It hit November. It was done by January.
Pandemic might have something to do with this one reacting a little bit differently.
Yeah.
But I say that so then we didn't have institutional back then either.
Yeah.
You didn't have the big institutional.
But yeah. So this one feels way different. But all right, let's get into our first article. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, but Southeast Staking and what we're doing, most of it, we're going to spend 80% of our time talking about what we think is the next big thing, and that's Cardano. All right, institutional investors execute one of the largest crypto trades in history on Coinbase. And this is probably why the price shot up today. Now, I want to share something with any newbies listening. With Bitcoin, what you got to understand about Bitcoin, there's only ever going to be 21 million in existence. And again, the feds or anybody else can't turn on a printer and create more Bitcoin. That's not decided by no one. No one gets to decide that. That doesn't get to change. That's finite. It is not changing. Now, when you wrap your brains around the millions and millions of people on this planet, not everyone would. Not only would ever be on one full Bitcoin. Whoa, the market cap, the Bitcoin has to get to $1 million for everybody to be able to own even a piece of a Bitcoin. And that it may have to go parabolic from $1 million, because I don't even see at $1 million of Bitcoin how everybody can own something. But think about in America, there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoins. There's 49 billionaires in America, or something like 30 billionaires in America. 49 millionaires in America. One of those.
You got 330 million people in America, give or take.
Oh my gosh. How many millionaires we got in America? Do you know what the current number is? So even if every millionaire but I do know this, even if every millionaire in America wanted to own one Bitcoin, it couldn't happen, because it's only 21 million. So when people realize the scarcity, or the institutions realize the scarcity, do you know what's going to happen when the institutions realize that they can't even, there's a cap for them?
Do I know what's going to happen? Do you want me to answer it? You probably don't want me to answer it, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. Your damn bank fees start going up so they can acquire more. That's what's going to happen.
That's probably true. That's probably true. And wait till the central banks, when it starts to get to $2 trillion, $3 trillion market cap for Bitcoin. Then they could start buying it themselves. The banks, I ain't talking about the banks, I'm talking about the central banks, because now it's an asset. Woo! How many millionaires in America do you know?
11 million, according to Google.
11 million millionaires? Or billionaires?
Yep.
Oh, 11 million.
There's 11 million millionaires.
11 million millionaires. That's a lot of millionaires. I didn't realize it was that many millionaires.
There's 630 billionaires in America.
630 billionaires. So you combine the millionaires and billionaires, and we're just talking about America, and Bitcoin is not limited to America. So you can realize now that not even every millionaire in America will be able to own one full Bitcoin. And we know they won't be able to do it even now, because there's institutions now sitting with millions of it that ain't going to give it up for the next 10 years.
Well, then you got Satoshi, that I don't know how many millions of Bitcoins he has, but that account's never been spent. The founder of Bitcoin.
Satoshi, yeah. He hasn't, according to, we know, no one knows, but yeah, apparently he's never spent anything.
I think it's like 1.8 million or something he's got Bitcoin.
And for you newbies, he's talking about Satoshi Nakamoto, who went by oh, that's that word I always mess up. I can't. Synonymous. How you say that? I always Dwight. No, he started a while because.
Pseudonym.
Yes, there you go. There we go. There you go. And
you can get me messing all up. If you're gonna butcher it, I'm gonna let you butcher it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I may have butchered it, but we'll call it pseudonym for tonight.
So that he went by the creator of Bitcoin. All right, let's jump right into this article. Hedge fund management firm One River Asset Management has emerged as a major player in the crypto space after executing one of the largest crypto asset trades in history on Coinbase. In a blog post, the cryptos exchange head of institutional sales, Brett T, says that One River teamed up with Coinbase Institutional to complete a large transaction without moving market prices. How do you do that without moving market prices? Coinbase Institutional also serves as the custodian of One River's digital assets, according to the team. One River worked with Coinbase to invest an undisclosed amount in digital assets, resulting in one of the largest digital asset trades in history. What? How do they think that they did that without the market? The initial trades were completed over the course of 5 days and executed at different speeds to work through varying market conditions. A Bloomberg report says that One River CIO Eric Peters spearheaded the purchase of over 600 million worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum through One River Digital Assets Management, with plans to increase the company's holdings to 1 billion in early 2021. So when you have these people locking up this type of crypto, and they already know, and most of them already realize they cannot have enough Bitcoin. So where do they go now? Ethereum. Now, who do you think's next? Maybe Litecoin. Litecoin's in some of them already, Grayscale. But there's one that's left off the market that's going to be going. That's not in some of them. ADA. Cardano's going to be one of them next. So these guys are going to then try to get their hands on the next big thing. And I believe Cardano is the next big thing. Third generation blockchain. That's what we like to call Cardano. Third generation blockchain. The hedge fund launched One River Digital Assets Management in December of 2020. So these guys launched in 2020, December, a month ago, to provide institutional access to cryptocurrencies. Digital assets not only help mitigate the risk in portfolios, says Peter, as they also provide exposure to a new technology that is reshaping money. Owning these assets is a mere toehold to the future, a deposit on the view that everything we know about financial intermediation and its relationship to centralized policy will change in a way we cannot foresee. Wow. Wow. Now, this company was created in December of 2020, launched, and they already, in early 2021, $1 billion in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, guys, that's going to get locked up. They're not going to be spending that. You think that they buying that, the spend it at 40,000? Or we're going to take profit at 45,000?
No. I mean, it's something right there that's going to be bought and stockpiled. I guess let the hoarding begin. I mean, that's what we're going to see with a lot of these institutions. So that's the reason we say the value of it is going to continue to rise, because that Bitcoin is going to be taken off the market and put in a safe somewhere. I guess you would say in a safe spot or in a safe holding key or safe wallet. But no, it's not going to just be bought just to put back out there. They know the value. They've done their homework. People and companies of this size do not just make decisions like this out of the spark, out of the moment. You know, they're actually going to have do their due diligence and investigate and figure out where it's going to go before they put people and other investors' money out here on the market. They wouldn't lose it. So they obviously going to use it and then just store it. It's going to be a store of value for them.
Yeah, but the real question is why don't we have pseudonyms? You got Satoshi Nakamoto. Why can't we have Mark Twain like pseudonyms anymore? Something easy to pronounce.
I don't know why Satoshi. Some of us believe that he may be Asian descent. I don't know.
They also say CIA and a bunch of other stuff, but he's worth $19.6 billion right now.
Dang,
Wow.
that's rat poison.
Wow. Rat poison.
That's rat poison right there.
So, as you said, Dwight, they're gonna take this and man, they're gonna freeze them. They're gonna basically hold them. They're gonna be hoarding.
Oh,
So, as more of these companies come on board and start doing this, they start locking up Bitcoin. They start locking up Ethereum. They start locking up Cardano. They start locking up Litecoin. Dwight, we may be looking at a $5 trillion market cap in 2021.
Oh yeah, I mean, like absolutely. We've been over this a couple of times this week. I mean, you start looking at all the money that they're putting in, they're throwing into this stuff right now. That's the reason we're not seeing these big corrections as of right now, because whenever somebody do take profit and move and sell, it's for those type guys and those type companies with that type of money and institutionals. It's like, oh hell, Bitcoin's on sale. It just dropped down today to 28,000. Let me buy. So that's one of the reasons we're not seeing these big corrections that people thought. You know, I myself personally, I admit, I said, man, I guarantee we'll probably see about 21,000. I think it'd correct coming down to about 21,000, and that didn't happen. I think it dropped 28,000, and it was less than an hour. It was right back up again because these guys.
An hour. It wasn't even that long, and it happened at 5:30 in the morning.
5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by 6 o'clock, it was already back up. It's already back up. So once again, these guys with the big money, these institutions, it's like, hey, it's on sale. It's buy one, get one free right now. So buy. And it's actually, you know, the market cap just continues to rise.
And well, go ahead, Mike.
The other thing is you can't look at it as 5:30 in the morning. That's 10:30 London time. And all these cryptocurrencies are worldwide. So we can't lock ourselves into thinking trading don't start till 9:30 in the morning, the East Coast time.
No,
yeah.
You can tell
it's around the world, and you know, like Cardano, their major thing is to reach the unreachable. People that can't get a bank account, their goal is to give you control of your money. You know?
Yeah. And as we see this, oh man, this what a time to be alive. And he even said in this article here, the financial industry has been a change in a way that they can't even foresee. And that is why we keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep saying it till it becomes reality. That we're about to see the greatest transformation of wealth in the history of mankind.
That's exactly
for the most amount of people.
That's correct.
And it's starting to happen. And it's fun to watch. Woo,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. You know, I seen something the other night. What did it say? How many people tonight, when the crypto hit a certain spot of the day, how many millionaires has just been created today? And you know, it was a lot of people responding back to that post in that crypto room. A lot of people when it hit that certain mile mark. So like I said, we've been saying it, and it's true. It's going to happen. It's going to be the greatest transitional wealth. And look at the market cap today. Where is it at? Have we seen one like that before? No.
And the funny thing, it's probably going up as we talk. I had to go back over here. It's funny. I mean, it hits 37 while we was talking. Okay, it's dropped a little bit. All right.
Hey, well, all right, let's get into $3,000 more than your one coin was, right?
Well, Cardano's a little at 34, huh?
Oh, no. I was talking about your $3,500 coin. So that'd be just
yeah.
Hey, while you guys are taking a little break, you said something earlier about Cardano being the third generation, and I've said this before to both of you guys, but I haven't said it to the audience out there. Third generation is pretty important. It's sort of like AOL to MySpace to Facebook or Twitter. The third generation has learned upon two generations' mistakes. And if you guys go out there and look up Charles Hoskinson and what they've done, they have thought of everything. Any programming language out there that you do in computers, they're going to adopt a Cardano. They have a program that just automatically imports it. It's amazing what Cardano has done, improving upon Bitcoin and the Ethereum smart contract platform, the first and second generation of cryptocurrency. Absolutely amazing when you look at the technical side of it.
And funny thing, you make that comparison, but let's think about this: that where we weren't sitting in Mark Zuckerberg's dorm room to be a part of Facebook, but we could be a part of Cardano. We get to be a part. We don't have to wait now for we can get into it in the beginning stages of a company and build with it and move up with it. We don't have to wait till they're gonna do IPO and now you can get in here and now you can become a part of it. Then your shares get so high, the working man can buy 2 shares. Like, well, come on, what in the world? And then you want to hold on to 2 shares for the rest of your life.
Right now, yeah, you may feel like you missed the boat when it was at 10 cents. It's at 33 cents right now, 34 cents. But just say you buy $100 worth. That's 3,000 or so Cardano, give or take.
300.
Or yeah.
Yeah, 304, 334.
300. So
300.
Okay, I was saying more along the lines of 1,000. Okay, say you buy $100 worth, that's $300 worth of Cardano. What if it goes to $10 a share? That's 3,000. What if it goes to $100 a share? That's 30,000.
300,000. $100 at 300,000.
Yeah.
That's on $100.
And when Charles says he wants 1 billion users by 2025, you sort of got to believe him because he hasn't missed a quote yet or a prediction yet of what they're going to do.
Yeah, he's definitely been on point.
Look what's going on in the United States right now with voting. Just today up there in Washington, D.C. They're looking at
blockchain.
They're looking at having a whole voting platform on the Cardano blockchain. For what? 17 cents a vote? Tell me what the supervisor elections in your county spent per vote. I guarantee it's more than 17 cents. But that's what they can do it for per transaction. They can verify your identity. You know who's voting. Everybody's got that KYC. And you vote. And that night, you know the results of the election. It's not 2 months later. It's not 3 months later. That night. And it's verifiable. Thousands of stake pool operators across the world verify it in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, powerful. And and the KYC can be checked immediately by you don't have to have a central entity. You got consensus. The consensus meaning there's a governing body of people all over the place that have no connection, almost like a blockchain, that is protected on the blockchain, so somebody can't change it. Somebody can't go create somebody because the consensus catches and checks everything. Oh, man, it'll be beautiful.
And your local supervisor election will still register you on the blockchain, give you your personal identification number that only you know. You vote with it, and if you follow the blockchain or whatever else, you know it's going to be super secure. And it will be a revolution to do it, but that's the next step in voting. It's not Dominion voting systems, or it's not.
They even could put in something where when somebody's issued a death certificate, that automatically goes to the blockchain that they're dead. You basically got to keep a person alive if you go try to vote for her.
And but then you don't have
but you need that person.
They can do an EC20 token on the side chain. And you don't have to do it on an actual Cardano, but it can be a side chain token on it. And there you go. Everything's verified.
And because this is for guys like us that help build out the Cardano stake network, for us to have consensus, the benefits for us is to make sure that is being done the right way and being done. Oh man, that's a powerful conversation. And guys, that's one of the things that attracted me to Cardano. And I remember telling Michelle about it was the voting. And that's one of the things that attracted me to it.
Putin likes it too.
Who?
Putin from Russia. He likes it too. He said he's going to let it happen after 20 more years, I think, right? How many more years?
2032.
2032.
He's in office to 2032.
Willie, that's the first thing you mentioned to me when you brought me onto the Cardano platform was the voting. And I was like, oh, okay. But the more I looked into it, I was like, man, that gets rid of every problem that everybody complains about in America.
Well,
it does.
That's not only in America, guys. This is around the world. Think about in other places where we see and read about the things that happen because of unfair elections. The people, just what happened in Russia. For them to do cryptocurrency, he put in the bill that he has to stay in office for the 2032. So you got to choose between crypto and Putin.
No, that was election for the blockchain voting. It was for blockchain voting and crypto.
Oh, for blockchain voting.
It was blockchain voting. He said, I will agree to let blockchain voting be used only if you sign off on a paper to let me continue to be president for 20 more years.
I missed that part, Dwight.
Yeah, that's what Putin did. And the people there said they wanted to get him out and vote the way they wanted to. They said, yeah, you know what? Screw it. We'll sign it. Maybe you'll pass away and croak before 20-something more years. But, hey, we looked it up. I think he was like late 60s, 70 right now, something crazy.
Hey, well, can I have those rights on the college football playoffs? Because I don't think Notre Dame should have been there. It should have been Cincinnati or Texas A&M.
Oh, you want blockchain voting for the playoff?
There we go.
Yeah.
Consensus.
Yeah, let's get it everywhere.
Hey, so these are the things that the number one thing that we struggle with around the world is trust. And then we get in these positions where, and what we're seeing in America, and you see all over the world, where we push the narrative on the distrust so much that it gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And we create theories and all kind of other things that may be going on. Some true, some may not be true, but that trust is a huge part. And the blockchain and the word in the phrase in the blockchain space is don't trust, verify. And so you kill out the trust right there. All right. We're going to be able to get into one article because we've been talking here for a while, but that's what we come on here and talk about Cardano. We talk about what's going on in the space. And share with you guys what we want, country and crypto, and talk about what we think is going to happen. In the past week, Cardano price surged by more than 100% and overtook Bitcoin Cash to become the 6th largest cryptocurrency. The price of Cardano rose more than 100% in the past week as it overtook Bitcoin Cash to become the world's 6th largest cryptocurrency by market cap. There are two major factors behind ADA's strong upsurge throughout the past several weeks. First, the major cryptocurrencies saw large rallies following BTC's uptrend, 36,000, and Cardano had some important network upgrades lined up for 2021. Excitement builds over Cardano's smart contract deployment. Cardano launched the Shelley mainnet in 2020, kickstarting the growth of Cardano as a proof-of-stake blockchain protocol. And remember to stake your ADA with Southeast Staking. All right, back to the article. The release of Shelley was a major milestone for Cardano, which led the overall sentiment around ADA to improve throughout 2020. However, functional smart contracts are yet to be deployed on the Cardano blockchain. When smart contracts are live, large-scale decentralized finance, DeFi, protocols, and other decentralized applications, dApps, will be able to launch on top of Cardano. And one of the things that we're doing in the Cardano space and what Charles Hoskins and IOHK is doing is not only are you going to be able to build on top of the DeFi space, in Cardano, you can still have Ethereum coding or Ethereum company that maybe because the fee's so high, maybe a part of it is in Ethereum and a part of it's on Cardano, because you're going to be able to do both. And that's the beauty of what they're doing in Cardano. And you don't have to change the language. The companies won't have to change the language, and they won't have to do anything but bring it over. Now, and especially in the DApp space, and that's why you saw the article recently come out about Celsius venture with Cardano. That's going to be huge, guys. Celsius jumping on board.
Yeah, that's huge.
Well, right now, the average Ethereum fee is $9.38 per transaction.
And that's one of the things that was, especially when Ethereum's running, like it's just kind of mild off. But when Ethereum's running, I wanted to do a transaction the other day. I think it was $68 in Ethereum. Because I was going to move it to do something. It was going to cost me $80 to move $68.
Yeah, $9.38 to just say that's crazy. You want to move a fraction on Ethereum and you got to pay $9.38 to move it?
Man, the gas has been high on Ethereum here the last week or so. Last couple weeks, isn't
it? Well, remember what Alex Michisky, or whatever his name is, remember what he said about Ethereum, his DApp, he's at Celsius, he pays the fees. He covers the fees for DApp. And he said the fees are just so high, he don't know how long they could stay on Cardano, on Ethereum. So you could be, that's why you're looking at them bringing ADA, looking at moving over to ADA, Cardano. Now that's going to take some while to just move a whole thing like that, but these are the things that is going to be an issue for Ethereum. And some of its dApps and decentralized things is that the fees is just so high. Now, I don't know, so if all these people come over to Cardano, would this clogging start happening up on Cardano? No, because guess what? Hoskins, as Mike pointed out earlier, third generation, they already know the problems that cause that. So they created it so it fixed itself in the beginning. They already experienced it. They know, okay, we have to have a network that as it gets more and more people on, 1 billion people on, the fees don't just go astronomical.
Yeah. And Hoskins, he was on the Ethereum platform. He was one of the founders of it, or one of the guys that worked on it originally. Yep. And the thing about it is, not to try to get too technical, but when you have a blockchain, you got to verify the whole thing. Well, what Charles has figured out is we don't have to verify the whole thing. We can just verify a small little bit of it, and the rest of it's already been verified. So the plan is to be able to handle the billions of transactions per second to keep the fees down. Is we're just verifying what currently happens right now, not what happened in the past. That's already been verified. You just tack on what's happening in the future. So that right there will keep the fees down to a fraction of a percent. So when you want to move $100, it's going to cost you right now. If you wanted to move $1,000 worth of ADA, it'd cost you 17 cents. You wanted to move $1,000 worth of Ethereum, it's going to cost you $9.38.
Yeah. So one of the things that solved it as well is the proof of stake concept. So that keeps the fees down as well, because of I don't want to use the word less work, but it is less work, I guess. That's one of the things that kind of keeps the fees and keeps things down as well. Proof of stake, but Ethereum's going to proof of stake here with Ethereum 2.0. So they're making that transition, but who knows when that's actually going to get completed.
Willie, you made me laugh there when you said Ethereum 2.0. How long have they been talking about that? And how long do you got to keep your money locked up for to stake to somebody? A year now?
Yes. If
you get rewards?
Ethereum 2.0, you have to lock up.
That's what I said.
First, you got to have 32 Ethereum.
So that's 32,000. That's about 34, 35,000.
Yeah. Third generation is the key. You learn from the previous 2 generation mistakes. And you're never going to replace Bitcoin, the first generation. That's always going to be a store of value. But second generation is going by the wayside. It's gone. Because the third generation, no matter who it is going to be, and I believe in Cardano, third generation is going to be where it's at for everyday transactions. Just like everybody right now is on Facebook and Twitter, everybody's going to be on Cardano here in a few more years.
And that's why we talk about Cardano being the long play, because I believe, man, this is just going to be beautiful down the road. And, you'll be able to create, it's going to be beautiful, especially for the middle class and the average day worker, because you can stake your Cardano with Southeast staking, as Mike mentioned, and receive 4 to 6% yearly on your Cardano. And imagine doing that over a period of 5, 10, 20 years consistently. But and you also riding the rise of Cardano as well. My gosh, you finally have something that is tangible to give your kids that inflation didn't eat up. Because by the time you got out, that 100,000 only worth 70,000. You may have saved the house, but the taxes on it is the tax price, the property taxes keep rising on it and rising on it, that the kids find themselves in a property tax jam by the time they, or the housing prices go down and up. So this is really something that could be a long-term play for people that want to be a part of the Cardano network and the Cardano community, to build something, the working class people that can change something. And let me share something. I want you to think this for a second. Okay. And this is what people have to understand. You could say right now, if you had $300,000 Cardano, and it hits, let's say it hits let's say it hits $3. You're a millionaire, 300,000. Now, this is the beauty of the Cardano community. You don't go and take that $1 million of that out. You know what you go do? You go stake it and live off the interest. Or you go to Celsius and you live off the yield. You could get daily yield. I just watched, if you look at one of those pictures I put out of one guy that has 3 million and he has 3 million in Bitcoin. His daily, he was getting daily as the price going up daily. He had $227,000 he got in the last 24 hours and growth. You could just live off of that, never take it out. The interest of the yield, you can just set it in. You can set it in Celsius and live off the interest. You know how much interest they're giving you right now for if you have SNX in, you can get 16% right now in Celsius if you got SNX. I think it's 6% for Bitcoin right now. Just sitting there. Can you not live off of 6% of 3 million?
And
can you, Dwight?
I start buying all them horses in the stables. Shit, it'd be rough.
He said it'd be rough.
Be rough. Make it rain.
Hey, I got
Country
3
crypto
boys, and I don't pay them cash anymore. I pay them Cardano.
Oh, awesome. But
that's, you know what? They help me out. They get $10 a week in allowance, this, that, and the other. It's not that. They do that for a few years. They're going to have $500,000 if it goes up to $1 or $2 for Cardano. For me paying them $10 a week. By the time they're 25, they're going to be millionaires if they hold on to it.
See, we don't even think about that.
Yeah. And your kids can figure out how to download the Yori wallet and remember a 15 to 20 word password.
But here's the whole thing about that, Mike. That's what I told somebody yesterday. I explained to somebody. You don't have to. The Yori wallet is good. It's simple. And if you notice, you can add a second and a third wallet under your one. So you can name it. And you can keep up with your kids' stuff and make sure that they're doing it right. Because all you have to do is just add that money to their account right there. That's one thing I do like about the Yori wallet right there. You can have your name and each one of them is labeled, and they're going to be different wallet addresses.
Yeah.
$10 a week is what? 38, give or take. The way it compounds is just crazy, and it's what you learn when you're in 5th grade, 6th grade, compound interest. but you're talking about compound interest with something doubling, tripling, quadrupling in value.
And compound interest is what they call the eighth wonder of the world. When you understand compound interest, you don't want nothing else.
Yeah.
Man, this crypto space, man, it's just powerful, man. It is
Well,
awesome.
Think about it right now. If you'd have bought your kids $1,000 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago,
yeah,
where would they be at now? They'd be a millionaire.
Yeah, they'll be a millionaire. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter. And I still preach diversification. Don't sink all your put all your eggs in one basket, but do some research, pick you out a few coins, and make Cardano one of them, and diversify for your future and your kids' future.
And this is not a financial advice, guys, but we share. And I kind of like to do my main thing is Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is not going anywhere. And I'm gonna ride it and ride it. And then my second one right now is Cardano. That's the one I'm running with too. So my bag's gonna be heavy. My bag's 80% Bitcoin, 20% Cardano, and then I split that other percentages among about 3 other ones. I got SNX, I got PRQ, and some other ones that I'm really interested in their products. Not products, what they're doing and what they're doing as a company. But my 2 top ones, Bitcoin and Ethereum, because I don't think Bitcoin is not going anywhere, and it's going to rise. And if you ride it with Bitcoin up, yeah, you may not even be able to get a whole Bitcoin. But I mean, if you at 0.1 of a Bitcoin at 100,000 or 200,000 or even 500,000, man, you just riding it, man. You're gonna be up there. And so you can take profit though and buy some of these smaller coins with your Bitcoin profit. And man, it's just crazy. It's crazy the things you can do. But then in this crypto space, as you start to learn about what's going on in DeFi space, you're able to leverage that. A lot of these guys aren't pulling their crypto out. They're leveraging it, loaning it out, gaining interest on it, and all these other things. And then when they created these stable coins, the market just went woof. The stable coins have prevented you from sometimes even taking losses.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, there's a lot of excitement around this the Cardano community. All right. Researchers, however, functional smart contracts are yet to be deployed on. All right, we got it. Researchers at Binance Academy said the release of functional smart contracts is part of the Guggen update. Considering the significance of this network upgrade, the market sentiment around ADA appears to be improving. The report read, as of December 2020, functional smart contracts cannot be deployed on the blockchain platform. As part of the roadmap, this will roll out as part of the Guggen update. Following Guggen, the Basho era focuses on optimization of scalability and interoperability, meaning that's what he's talking about, the payments and the scalability and interoperability. And then Voltaire era introduces a treasury system to address governance. And that's the fund to be able to pay money for different things that will come up and things that you need to do to improve the network or improve Cardano. So they really created a self-sustaining economy or a self-sustaining thing. That's what Mike's talking about, third generation, that be able to take care of itself. Smart contracts on Cardano are different from other blockchains because they allow developers to code self-executing smart contracts based on program conditions. This allows developers and decentralized applications to be more flexible. Emergo, a blockchain solutions forum, wrote, wow, that's powerful. Smart contracts, oh man, I may have to copy that and tweet that out for smart contracts. This is what makes smart contracts going to be different on Cardano than say, well, most of the smart contracts is done right now on top of, or in the DeFi space, on top of Ethereum. So this is really big in the space when you allow developers and decentralized apps, meaning dApps, to be more flexible, because you got to be more flexible, because what's happening in 2017 could be different in 2020. What's happening in 2021 could be different for them in 2023. But if, like we said in Ethereum, there's no wall to adapt and they can't change because of the times. Now these decentralized apps they're stuck and have nowhere to go. So that makes sense. These contracts, when written on the Cardano blockchain, offer the value of giving full visibility to all participants of the contract, while also being extremely secure and self-executing according to the program conditions. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me break this down right here for you guys. Let me get this is powerful right here. So let me tell you what this is basically saying. Let me talk to you for a second. So say what usually happens between adults or people or business is that, okay, say Dwight wants to borrow money from me. I give him cash. And I say, Dwight was supposed to pay me back 3 weeks later. Or we did some business, and Dwight, you're supposed to pay me this, but it's short. Oh no, I was supposed to pay you that. Oh no, and so we go back and forth on whether it was supposed to be paid, and then the timing of the payment. But what he's saying here is that we both participants in a full contract are everything's full visibility of all participants in the contract, so you can't change anything. But the contract, the smart contract, will also then pay the person or the people that's supposed to be paid in a timely manner on the fulfillment of the contract. So you never have to trust; it's just verified. Come on, man.
Right.
I don't have to trust that somebody's gonna pay me because the money has to be in the contract. I don't have to trust. The smart contract is going to do everything, and everything is in full visibility. Guess what? You don't even need lawyers really no more. You just need mitigators. You don't even need the lawyers. Lawyers' fees gonna go down, but they don't really need you. But I ain't gonna pay you $500 an hour because the contract already says what it is. Every court will honor that smart contract because it's in full visibility. There is nothing you can't change this. You can't go back and change this. Imagine
once it's there, it's locked in. It's not going to be something that's going to be able to be finagled with or come back out and redone. So,
hey, imagine when these contractors out there that change things and go back on people and raise the prices on people because of work skill. Imagine when you enter a smart contract with a contracting company or a building company or whatever, a plumbing, whatever contract, and they got to fulfill that contract. You can't come back and change it and say, well, we need more money. No. The contract said you got to finish it in this amount of time, and this you're on the conditions. This the conditions of the contract. You can't go change it, and they can't take you to court, and you ain't liable to pay them if they want to change it. Man, this is beautiful, man. Wow. I hope that our customers understand the full magnitude of this. And I think you kind of work in the space now, Dwight, where it's kind of contractual between stores and that kind of thing, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everything's contractual. You got some things that are scan based. Basically, the product until it leaves and scans the registers when they pay for it. So there's variance differences that each party of the store and the company will be agreed to eat anything within a 1 or 2% variance. So then the blockchain has a lot to do. Matter of fact, it's getting involved with grocery stores and check and balance of that. What's being shipped here, what's been shipped there, and what's been purchased through the cash register, and what's basically wander around the store, who's eating a bag of Fritos and sitting on the next aisle over. So it's a lot of that stuff. So the blockchain.
In the current system right now, say someone bought something in a store and they scanned it. Can they go back in and change the fact that it was scanned?
No, it's going to show they scan. I mean, it's not like you're going to go minus it off. You're going to be able, it's actually going to show it's scanned. Nothing can be done about that. I mean, they can return it to a store and get their cash back. But as far as on the vendor side of it, once it scans through the register, it scans through the register. It's not going to be taking it back and minusing it off.
Okay. And so, man, that's powerful. The current move is largely technical. Although Cardano has major upgrades on the horizon, no large upgrades were announced during the period of the rally. That's true. It's rallying right now, and there's been no announcements. Technical analysis and traders anticipate a large ADA rally in late December 2020 as large cap crypto assets rallied in tandem. On December 30th, Michael Van Popp, a full-time trader at the Amsterdam Stock Exchange, said he believes Cardano would do well in the first quarter of 2021, he wrote. One of the platforms that will do well in the coming quarter, I think, will be Cardano. Majors are probably running first, and this is definitely a major. As long as 11 cents holds or 15, I think we continue towards 27 or 40. And then he's talking about in the first quarter of 2021. So, guys, we're at 34 already. And his prediction for quarter one was 40, and we're 6 days in, and it's at 34 cents. I think he's going to have to raise that a little bit. A combination of technical factors and expectations on the release of functional smart contracts in 2021 will likely fuel the rally. In the near term, analysis says that as long as BTC consolidates above 34,000 and shows technical momentum, large cap altcoins like Cardano are expected to perform strongly. And I won't even go back into dream mode, but you're talking about possibility of 60 times. It's the money. I mean, 60 times your money, 40 times, 50 times, 60 times. I mean, you see coins that do 100 times in a bull market. And I don't know if Cardano's going to do 100 times, but what would be 100 times right now at its current price?
It'd be a lot, Willie. I can do the math for you.
That's Mike's answer, bro. It'd be a lot.
Hey, I just want to say one thing. You're talking about
$34.
everything and everything else. You go to Walmart, buy $100 worth of groceries, swipe your credit card at Walmart, debit card, whatever. They charge Walmart 3% plus 30 cents for the transaction. That's what you're going to pay. Walmart probably negotiated a little bit better deal. It may be like 1.5%, 2%. The third generation cryptocurrency is going to be able to do it for a fraction of a percent. So that's where the resistance comes from. You're talking all these banks and everything else are talking about losing billions and trillions of dollars a year because every time you swipe that card, if you're doing it in Cardano, it costs you 17 cents per transaction. 17 cents. You buy $100 of groceries at Walmart, it's going to cost you $1.70 in transaction fees. Who's losing that? Your big banks, your Chase Manhattans, your Wells Fargos, JP Morgans.
That just means that your
that's
insufficient fund fees are going to go
guys.
up. What is it? Your savings account. You can't take any money out of your savings account no more than 3 times a month. So we're going to charge you $25 for that. Penalized.
The banking industry is going to be flipped upside down. I just shared with you. Don't put your money in the bank. Put it in Celsius. Put your money in Cash App. I put it in the bank for what? Put it in the bank for what, man? And I'm not anti-bank, but it is time now for nothing's challenged this financial institution that we got for 100 years and more than that. But it is time for our banking industry in America and around the world has taken advantage of people for a very long time, and mostly taking advantage of the working class people that go to work every single day. That's just the reality. That's the facts. You don't have to be anti-bank to see that and know that.
Well, Willie,
$350 billion in fees and overdraft fees.
It doesn't take a genius to figure out the working class doesn't meet the minimum account balance.
Yeah.
And you get charged fees now because very few banks offer free checking. So just for a checking account, you're paying $20 a month because you don't meet the minimum checking account balance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Multiply that by what? 200 million people who are just average in America?
Yeah.
That's a lot of money. I can't do the math, but that's a lot of money.
And you think about this. You go 1 cent over in overdraft, $35. They said they raked in $350 billion in overdraft fees last year.
You think they want to give that up willingly? You think they're going to go down without a fight for $350 billion in overdraft fees?
Like I said, that's the reason their names on all those big ass skyscrapers downtown.
Yeah,
they didn't get that way for no reason.
They put the lights on all the stadiums. Every finance company and insurance company has a stadium named after it for professional or college football. I guarantee you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't believe you say that.
And so now those names are going to change. Those names are going to change to Celsius all-time stadium, Gemini Stadium, Binance Stadium, Coinbase Stadium. It's going to change, man. They don't have any choice.
Where'd you play at, Willie? Toronto Argonauts?
I played at Calgary Stampeders. Yeah.
What's their stadium? Who finances that?
It was Scott. What is the name of this Canadian bank? Scott.
It was a bank, though.
Yeah, it was a bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
There
Scott
we go.
Bank. Yeah. Schofield Bank. Schofield Bank. Something like that. Yeah. And that's going to change now.
Hey, and do your Steelers get past the Chiefs? That's a real question everybody wants to know.
Uh-oh. Don't make me bring the Steelers into this. We get past the Chiefs, my friend. We get past the Chiefs. What do you think I'm going to say over here? No?
They don't play the Chiefs this weekend, do they? I thought
No,
they
don't play the Chiefs
Baltimore.
this weekend.
Who they play?
No, we don't play Baltimore. We play the Browns again.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
the Browns. They're going to beat y'all.
No.
They just beat y'all.
We didn't play everybody. See what I told y'all? Hey, Country and Crypto said Southeast Staking, man. We like to talk about anything. We didn't play all our guys, just like you Gators, all right? Just like you Gators. We didn't play all our guys.
Leave the Gators out of this. We're having a pleasant conversation.
Roethlisberger took the night off.
Roethlisberger be out there throwing his damn shoe.
He wanted to get rest.
Hey, Dwight, are you on my team tonight, or are we ganging up on Willie, or are you ganging up on me?
Hell, both of y'all in Florida, you Tennessee Vol, man, but I don't know what to say.
But my kids are in Tennessee right now, so take a break.
As long as y'all ain't wearing that crimson Alabama like Mr. Knit Red. Ned
my youngest
Rich.
kid comes home from Tennessee dressed in volunteer stuff every time. I gotta strip him in the garage.
Smart kid, man.
You say you gotta strip him down and spray him. Hey, don't be coming here with that stuff, man.
Everywhere.
Smart kid.
Don't be coming here with that stuff. Let me come
the
here.
Ex-wife and the stepfather are polluting his mind.
Guys, look at Stella in the last 7 days. Look at that.
That's right. You know what,
183% in the last 7 days. Look at who's the only one who can compete with it. Look at Cardona, 85% in the last 7 days, but 183% in the last 7 days. Wow.
Scroll back up.
Oh, Lordy, look at that hat. My goodness, man. Look at that. You got to have a rash, man. They always at everybody's stadium volunteered because they sure ain't playing. It's hard to be a volunteer these days, isn't it?
It's all right, man.
All right. Well, guys, we've been out here for an hour and a half. It's been fun and enjoying. And guys, we'll be back here tomorrow night at 9 p.m. again. We do these twice during the week in the mornings and in the middle of the week at night. And we're going to continue these, man. And we enjoy these. We're going to continue to push Southeast Staking. Grab your Cardona. It's Staking with SCS. Also, you can join our different social media platforms to figure out what we're doing, where we're at, and what we're learning. We'd love to talk with us, send us a message. And we're excited about Cardona. We're excited about the platform. We're excited about where Cardona is going. Third generation blockchain, baby, is changing the world. And we're looking for 1 billion users. So with that being said, Southeast Staking out.
Peace. Have a good night.
Peace.
Go Vols.
Go get it.
Good night, guys.
All right, good night. Go throw your shoe,